everything we done. All them walkthroughs, them hills, all them workouts, all them wind sprints.
We've been through everything to be here in this moment for your mom, your dad, your grandparents, everyone that loves you.
Why we play, baby?
This is gonna be fun.
All right, get ready to go now. Let's get ready to go.
You better get out quick. You better do it quick. You better do it.
10 points by win this thing, okay?
Hey, they're tired, boys. They're tired. Let's go.
This is our drive. This is the drive we get our ass going right here.
Let's get one. We got to. We have to.
One last time for the 2018 season.
And welcome everyone to the season finale of the show that the pros watch. I'm glad to be here with my guys. I'm James Brown. Well, the confetti has fallen. The Vince Lombardi Trophy has been raised. Congratulations once again to what now? What team?
The Dynasty, the New England Patriots, that's who.
The Dynasty.
Right, Super Bowl 53 champions. And I have to tell you, it may not have been an exciting game from an offensive standpoint, but I got to tell my man over here, it was intense, much like we are when the food gets brought out in our green room and I watch him go diving into it. That's how it was in the line of scrimmage.
This is segment one that we always say, what do we learn? Are you and Phil ready to give Ray the trophy that his narrative on the top of the season was correct? It was going to be defense.
Boom! All right, hold on. I enjoy defense. We won Super Bowls because of defense. Look, if you're a weatherman, you predict rain every day, and you have to wait till the 21st day, sooner or later you're going to be right.
Right.
So, okay. But it's fine. It was a great great
First of all, you better lower your voice. Phil, you
you talking to me? Yeah.
Ray's
fired
I'm not
up
going to say anything the way he's dressed today.
No,
he might come over here and do something.
But
wait, hold on.
Boring, Phil? Boring?
No.
Not in our eyes, but I understand. We'll get into that later about what it was to the casual fan, which I think is important. I'll tell you what, talking about casual fans, the Rams fans were disappointing. They didn't show up at all. I mean, it was about 80-20. As I walked around the city, Boomer, you'd see 1,000 Patriot fans with jersey, and then you see one Ram. Oh, there's a guy with a Rams jersey on. So this game we saw was about X's and O's. It was strategy-driven, and I hate to say it, but X's and O's. It wasn't about the Jerrys and the Joes. It was about the coaches, and they did a tremendous job.
Defensive masterpiece.
Yes, and the last thing is the Patriots are a big team, and especially on the defensive front, man, they got a lot of meat up there, and I mean it. They got a lot of big dudes. He knows about big dudes in front of people, and they went out there. You know what I learned this from Bill Parcells about having a big football team, which the Patriots are. You know, Sims, when the year goes along, fast guys get slower. But big guys never get smaller. and that was the Patriots.
Right. You're absolutely right. I tell you what, for the Rams not to change nothing, they changed absolutely nothing. I've never seen this before in probably the history of football, that you go into a Super Bowl and you run the exact same run plays against Bill Belichick, who you know is the greatest adjuster of all times. So that for me, I'm watching the first quarter of the game and I'm like, what? Okay, so I'm losing my mind. But the thing that excited me the most, honestly, what did I learn? That I invited some more brothers into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And one of those guys was Ed Reed.
Oh, there you go.
And that's my guy. And I'm telling you, I'm so proud of him because nobody even knows or even talks about it. But me and this guy did something that was so special. We became the first tandem ever to win Defensive Players of the Year back-to-back, 2003 and 2004. Now we go back-to-back Hall of Fames. Like, the moment
I can
was
imagine.
So magical. Of me watching that, and I'm sitting there like I'm watching my baby boy
get it done.
Get it done, man.
Congratulations!
Oh my gosh, absolutely amazing.
Did you cry?
I did.
Really, I don't believe that.
I know. I'm just
the one final thing I will say out of all of this, you know, Sean McVay really showed a lot of class at the end of the game. You know, I really thought that he was reverential towards Bill Belichick, maybe to a point, and we'll get into the videos of this, and when people watch it, they can make the decision on their own. But I thought after the game how he took basically all the responsibility on his shoulders, shows you just where he's headed, I believe, as being one of the really good head coaches in the NFL, if not a great head coach. He learned a lesson on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah, he learned a lot of lessons.
Hey, let me give a tip of the hat to Wade Phillips on one side as a defensive mastermind, and Brian Flores and Bill Belichick on the other side, a defensive masterpiece. Our special Super Bowl 53 coverage includes Bill Belichick and Julian Edelman, wired for sound. Good stuff you don't want to miss. So let's get to the highlights of Super Bowl 53. And our colleagues at NFL Films captured what became a ferocious, hard-hitting defensive masterpiece.
It was.
That left no margin of error for either team. Let's go back to Atlanta for the pregame pomp and the first half intensity.
You know, that hurt.
Defense wins championship.
Just hit me. That hurt.
Defense wins championship.
Whether it's your 12th time or your first time, there's nothing like Super Bowl Sunday.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, it is.
Good evening from Atlanta, Georgia, and inside the Mercedes-Benz Stadium here at Super Bowl 53.
Let's go, TV. Let's do it.
Our kind of night, huh?
Let's do it.
This is great, right? Feels like Super Bowl should feel. Feel good. Feel good? Okay. Good. Feel great.
Control the aggression. Control the aggression.
All day, baby.
Yeah, all day. Control the aggression. Be great. Be great. Be great.
I love you, man.
Love you too. You're a special weapon.
Sometimes it feels like he is invincible, but Tom Brady does lose.
They returned to seize what eluded them a year ago in Minneapolis. A 6th Lombardi trophy, exactly 17 years after they captured their first against the St. Louis Rams.
Trying to look for you. Like, you know, man, so much respect for you.
Likewise.
You're the best,
You've done a
man.
great job.
Yeah, so, hey, you always do, though.
Yeah.
And doing it, you know, you're the best, man. The way that you guys are able to shift your identity and really still be able to figure it out, I mean, week in and week out, it's unbelievable, man. Really, so much respect for you and the way you do it, man. You're what's right about coaching.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Coach.
All day today, fellas, have each other's back. One last time for the 2018 season. We've been through everything to be here in this moment. Tonight is the night. Show the world.
I can't wait to just see what their plan is.
The Patriots' opening drive seemed to follow their postseason script. Run the ball down the opposition's throat.
Hey, blow up. Come on. Come on. 20 seconds.
After 4 straight runs, Tom Brady threw his first pass of the night.
Brady looking right all the way. He gets rid of it quickly. It's tipped up in the air. It is intercepted.
Yeah! Let's go. Let's go. Big play.
It's a bad throw by Brady. And that stinks because you're moving the football.
Let's get it. Let's get it out there. Let's get it. Let's get it. That's you. You already know it. Come on.
They got Brady guessing right now.
Josh, where's McVay? I can't find him. The plus 40. Okay, I got him. All right, I got him. Yep.
Bill Belichick is always looking for an edge. In Super Bowl 53, neither offense could find one. Both quarterbacks struggled. Defense had the upper hand.
I'm gonna beat your ass. You better get out quick. You better do it quick. You better.
Offenses were on their heels all night. The Patriots stood their ground first.
I make another mistake all night, boys.
3rd and 9 from the 13-yard line.
Hey, they're tired, boys. They're tired. Let's go. Jules, if you get this, you run your ass off in that first down. I got it.
Set.
He throws it left, caught by Edelman with a stutter step. And he has a first down.
Since that opening pick, Brady's settled down.
Patriots with 5 first downs. The Rams with a 3 and out. Brady up under center with a play fake. Got him. Gronkowski wide open, crossing right to left. A stiff arm against Peters, and the tiptoes out of bounds.
Hell yeah, Gronk! It's a grown man run right there.
Good snap. The hold is down. And
Did he miss it?
he missed it wide left.
He missed it! Hell yeah! Nope. Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Really a poor start for the Patriots despite driving the ball with each of the first 2 offensive possessions.
What's up, bro?
Hey, you guys good to see? You guys all right?
You were good. They were just, if they go juke, just sit in the zone. Did you do that? Yeah, perfect.
Tom Brady calls Julian Edelman his little brother. And brother, are they in sync.
They got a zoo look here. Edelman's in the backfield, motioning out.
Short motion by Edelman against the Rams zone. Brady takes the snap. Dumps it down underneath for Edelman. Beating Johnson for a first down. Gallup.
Edelman is killing whoever's on him.
Julian Edelman already closing in on 100 yards receiving in this opening half. Didn't play last year's Super Bowl, as you know. He's played in 4 overall for the Pats. Today in his 18th career playoff game.
Hey. Listen, they're doing this for a reason. To get Julian Edelman matched up on a Sam linebacker. Yeah, once I looked at Tom Brady, he said this, I was like, something's coming.
Edelman finished with 10 receptions for 141 yards. In NFL history, only Jerry Rice has more postseason catches.
Look, they got us outnumbered, but we're getting pressure. Just get vertical. I almost threw an interception on this last one, okay? We got too many guys in coverage. Just get vertical on those zeros, okay? Stay vertical. I know they got enough guys, but we're getting a good push. Yes, sir.
Turbo set.
Los Angeles gained 2 first downs in the first 2 quarters.
That's it. Good pressure. That's it, good pressure.
It was a twist no one predicted. The NFL season with the most touchdowns ever, culminating in a Super Bowl that was 3-0 at the half.
And the kick is good.
Hey, let's get the offense down here. Hey, real quick, here's the thing that we can do now. This is what's beautiful about what we got going. Defense is playing really well, okay? We just take a deep breath, do what we've always talked about, all right? We don't need to make anything up. We do a great job communicating. It starts with me. We get efficient runs. Then we get into some tempo. We're not allowing ourselves to get in any sort of rhythm. But if we do that, we know how quickly we can flip the switch on people.
Yep.
All right? So everybody take a deep breath. Starting over. Let's go.
Let's execute. We're good.
Wow, what an amazing first half, guys. You know, 3 points scored in the first half is the same total number of Super Bowl rings owned by our very own Michael Irvin. Michael, good to see you.
Thank you.
And, of course, 6-time Pro Bowler Brandon Marshall joins us now back in the segment again as we discuss the first half and what we all thought happened. There's a lot to discuss there. So, Brandon, why don't we start with you? What did you see?
To me, this first half was about the Rams. 8 punts in a row to start the game. 0 for 6 on third down. 57 total yards. 22 total plays.
Bro.
Magnus Carlson, okay?
Okay.
Bobby Fischer, Bill Belichick. What do they all have in common?
Geniuses.
They're the best chess players in the world ever. So why are we playing chess with Bill Belichick in the first half? Why are we doing that? We need to be ourselves. We need to be strong in the running game, and we need to take shots off of play action. I know you guys got some thoughts on why the play action wasn't working, but they need to be who they've been all year. The second part is this. You go to the other side of the ball. Wade Phillips did something that the league's been trying to do for 10 years. Stop their running backs. So I know we're talking about the first half, but the entire game, he held Sony Michel, Burkhead, and White to 4 receptions for 29 yards. He was the star of the first half to me.
I think both, and we've seen all year. We talked about all year, the great Sean McVay and all of these great offenses are scoring all of these points. Yeah. There are two groups out there that said, wait a minute, y'all forgetting about us. and Wade Phillips stepped up for all the older coaches in this league, said, wait a minute, we are out here too. Brian Flores stepped in and said, wait, he held them to 3 points. The boy genius to 3 points. I love that Bill Belichick gave him his credit, too. And that he's saying he called the game, he did a great job. Watching him go up and down the sideline, giving his boys dap. They said, we are still here. All you owners that are looking for the next Sean McVay, Wade and Brian said, what about us? And that was so good to watch.
Ray, let me ask you this. What did you think about Sean McVay and Bill Belichick at the top of that segment where they were talking before the game, and Sean McVay was just basically telling Bill Belichick how great he was?
Yeah, game's already lost. Game's already lost. I mean, well, hold on, guys. Like, this is not preseason. Right? That's a conversation like you have in preseason. Like, seriously. Okay. You get into a championship game, your mentality of your leader dictates what your troops do. How aggressive you are on offense. And if you watch this whole first half, to let Todd Gurley, who's your best player, not get involved in this game shows you why that speech was what it was. For him to come back and say, I want you to think about this. For him to say, man, you're the greatest. All the adjustments you guys make. Well, guess what? I had 2 weeks to prepare for you. So you think I'm going to come and say that to you and knowing that you make the greatest adjustment?
Even if I think it, I'm not sharing it right there.
I can't share it right there.
If I think it, I'm going to let him, because I got to let my guys know they human and they believe.
Just like us. The game was played great. Yes, Wade Phillips did a lot of different things on defense. I watched it and I went, and I watched it a second time, and I still don't know what they were doing, but it was working. They had everybody covered. They did a great job. But you know, too, another thing. Yes, the Rams wanted to run their offense, and they did stay with what they do. But the Patriots were all over them. They couldn't run it because the defensive front of the Patriots was too loaded, and there was nobody open to throw the ball to. The coverage was great.
I disagree because you just said that they tried to run their offense. They tried to run it. No, between C.J. Anderson and Todd Gurley, had 17 attempts the entire game, Phil.
Entire game.
That's not how you run the ball. You got to stick to the run.
Because they put them in tough positions.
Hold it. You're wrong. You're wrong. Wait. What were they on third down? 0 for what?
0 for 6.
Okay, so when you're not on the damn field, you can't keep giving it to somebody that's not out there.
You're right.
Oh, thank you.
You're right.
My God.
The first 8 drives were punts.
But let's give it to Todd Gurley. We're out there for 20. Yeah, okay.
You're right.
The Rams, listen, the Rams ran the, Phil, I get what you're saying, but I don't get what you're saying. Because for you to say the
what
Rams.
is it you can't get what I say?
Listen, because the adjustment on what you're saying, the Rams had to come out and run their system. Jared Goff has never been why the Rams are there. The Rams are there because of Todd Gurley.
I know that.
And what Todd Gurley does, he opens up everybody else. But now you get into a championship game where you had 2 weeks to prepare for one of the greatest minds ever, and you changed not one thing, you've given them the game.
Well, you talk about not giving the ball to Todd Gurley. Let's just put it this way. The Rams had basically 5 possessions in the first half. They had that late one at the end, so 6. But what did they do on the first down every time? They ran the ball. So they were trying to give an opportunity. They couldn't block them up front, so they had to
Can we address this, that was not a boring game?
No,
that was a great game. That was a great game. We are talking to a milk audience. They have to learn how to digest meat. That was a great game. That was a great game. I'm telling you, man, digest meat.
Can we go to the next segment?
Hey, Michael, shut up.
By the way, Tom Brady did not have a very good first half, just in case you were wondering. All right, time to head back to Super Bowl 53 action as the squads return to the field with the Patriots leading 3-0. Yeah, that's right, 3-0 on both sets of offenses, trying to figure out how to unlock the fired-up, unrelenting defenses standing in their way. Kind of like you guys. You're like you're standing in my way.
We got a whole show.
Hey, we got one half right now, man. You guys should feel real good about where we're at because, hey, that's all you can ask for, man. Down 3, we get the ball coming out. All right, defense doing a great job. You guys all good? Yes, sir. Believe it, man? Me too, man. All right, let's get it done.
Best second half we got. Let's go.
Hey, nice and easy, one play at a time, man. It's just like we haven't played a snap yet. I know. That's the mindset we take.
After 8 straight punts, the Rams finally mounted a drive.
Caught by Robert Woods.
And
That's a play where Jared Goff has to stand in the pocket with guys bearing down on him.
It's a good throw there. As bad as he's played tonight, all you gotta do is make one throw and you're in this game.
Play fake, Goff on the drop, has time, shuffles left, throws to the end zone, wide open receiver, Cooks, and the ball is knocked incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it.
Cooks does a great job throwing his hand up. He sees no coverage back here, no safety, throws the hand up. Goff sees it late.
He was underneath the goalpost, and when Goff let it go, there wasn't a Patriot within 10 yards. Jason McCourty closed quickly. That should have been 6.
Instead, the Rams had to settle for a 53-yard field goal attempt.
Greg Zuerlein got it. 3 apiece. The Rams have found their footing.
Don't get frustrated.
Yes, sir.
10 points might win this thing, okay? 10 points might win this thing, okay?
All right, hold up. Let's go, defense, let's go. Defense. Let's go. We got to get back on the line of scrimmage, get the call, get lined up. We missed the double, we missed the post. Okay, we just got to get it communicated and play faster, all right? We have no problems with anything if we just can get it lined up right and do it, all right? Keep playing vertical on the pass rush. Keep playing vertical in the running game. All right, let's get on the receivers. Look, Woods made a good catch, all right? I mean, he's going to make one. We're okay, but we got to play quicker with better communication, all right? Okay, let's go.
Hey! Keep playing! Keep playing! Keep playing!
Let's go now, let's get one. We got to, we have to. Big drive. Big drive.
Go, boy.
Let's get this. Hey, Gronk, I need you.
Some things never change. Tom Brady had the ball with another Super Bowl on the line.
Lobs a throw to Gronkowski down the right sideline, makes the catch. Brady takes the snap, drops back, stands in, throws to Edelman, makes the catch. Lobs a throw for Gronkowski, left side. Makes the catch over 2 defenders, tumbling to the 2.
It's fourth quarter and it's money time for the greatest guy to ever suit it up. That throw to Gronkowski, folks. That one's for NFL films, and that's one for posterity.
Put it in!
The next snap was the game's only one in the red zone.
Gives to Michelle, runs it left, a dive to the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots! Good job, good job.
Keep them focused!
Hey, get the ball back! Get the ball back!
That last drive was on me. I had 2 one-on-ones, I ain't winning plays. No, I got to win those. If I got to only get a few, I got to win those. That's on me.
Let's keep it going. They can't cover me.
Okay, look, we got about maybe 15 calls left in this game. Let's go through and get them right here. Let's just know what we're going to call here. All right, make sure we get the right personnel in the game, and we know what we're doing. We don't have much left here now. We got to get it right. Let's make sure we're straight on the doubles. Let's make sure we're straight on the calls, okay? They really can't beat us. We just can't screw it up now. If we're on it, we know they don't got anything, all right? Let's make sure we got it right, okay? Make sure we got it right.
First and 10 from the 25. Brandon Cooks in motion. They play big. They want to throw back to that left side. It's Cooks with the catch. Oh, Brandon! Got a block from Saffold. Got the 30. And he's down up at the 44-yard line.
The Rams trailed by a touchdown midway through the fourth quarter. Somehow, they had to find the end zone.
First and 10 Rams from the 27 of New England. Goff throws right side over the top. Looking for Cooks. He decked at the goal line, incomplete. Deron Harmon coming over to separate Cooks from the football.
Good play, dude. Goff gonna give us one, watch.
He's trying to make the home run right now.
Now Goff with 3 to the left. Takes the snap. Harmon on a blitz. Goff throws it to the right.
Intercepted.
Gilmore's there. Intercepted at the 4.
Right there, yeah.
Yes, sir, told you. What I just told you? What I told you? What I just told you? I told you. Told you gonna give us one.
He threw him enough. We finally got him. Great call. Great call, Max.
What a call by Brian Flores. Pressure on number 16. You knew the kid was going to crack, and he did there.
A ball intended for Brandon Cooks that Goff put up for grabs.
They came into it late, right? You're good. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, hey, Jared, you're doing great, man. We're good.
All right, long way to go now. We got a long way to go. Come on, let's go now.
4 minutes, 17 seconds remain.
Hey, let's end it.
Come on, boys, 4 minutes.
Hey, let's run this down their throat.
If we ever get a choice, we don't want to go out of bounds.
Do not.
Stay in. Stay in bounds. Go down. No penalties, and let's just knock it. Come, guys, you're worn out. Let's go.
Michelle in the backfield takes the handoff, runs right, big hole, past the 10 to the 15, 20.
In the lowest scoring Super Bowl ever, each yard, each down became magnified. In the final minutes, the Patriots ground out 2 clock-chewing first downs. They needed one more to secure a championship.
3rd and 1 from the 24, 2 minutes to go.
First down wins it.
1.5 yards to the Super Bowl, boys. 1.5 yards.
And Sean McVay cannot stop it. He is out of timeouts. Sony Michel gets the handoff. He gets through the left side. It'll be close. It is shorts by a chain, maybe 2. If you're Bill Belichick, are you kicking a field goal to make it a 2-score game? Or are you going for it on 4th and inches, leaving the door open to get stuffed, and a minute and change left for Sean McVay and the Rams?
Always kick a field goal.
You good on the field goal?
We're getting the field goal. 40-yarder. Game's over.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Field goal, Steve. Let's go. Field goal.
The Patriots are going to send Gostkowski out.
This will be a 41-yard attempt.
Swing of the right leg, kick driven to the uprights, and the kick is good. Ball game, 2-possession game. With 1 minute, 12 seconds, and no Rams timeouts to go.
2-minute plays. Take what they get you, we'll get up. We can get the ball down the field much faster. If we got a chance to get a field goal and recover an onside kick, that's what we'll do.
Snap back to Jared. Steps up to throw. Middle of the field, Brandon Cooks. Up to the 45, and he's spun down with 35 seconds remaining. Against a 3-man rush, he pushes one down the middle left seam. It's juggled and caught by Brandon Cooks at the 30.
Clock.
Goff will clock it with 8.
Yeah, kick a field goal.
What's that kick?
Yep, that's it.
The Rams are going to send out Zerline. This makes sense. It's a 2-score game, 8 seconds to go. It's in his range.
So Zerline will try from 48.
The kick by Zerline, sailing to the upright, and the kick is no good.
We're champions.
And the Patriots have won their 6th Super Bowl title.
We're champs, man. We're champs. All right. Go, Jim. We're champs. Woo-hoo. Oh, we're so proud of you. We're champs. So proud of you.
Oh, my God.
So proud of you.
You can
get you in.
Hey, great job.
Yeah, you too.
You did a great job.
Yeah, awesome. You're a great team.
This one's going to sting for a while. It has to. The agony of defeat comes with the job.
Hey, bro.
Honor, bro.
Hey, man, you're beast. You guys are gonna be good for a long time.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir.
Difficult game to watch at the end of a very, very incredible and exciting season.
Time will tell if the Rams continue the ascent to greatness.
This, you're going to have to build from. Let it sting. Let it fuel your offseason again and see if you can make another run at it.
Hey, you guys are awesome. Love it. You guys are awesome. Love it, Coach. God.
One day, man.
Love it.
The Iron Man, Julian Edelman, your MVP.
Take your time, man. Take your time.
It's so great that you guys survived.
It was all of us.
You ball out, bro. I'm so proud of you. Love you, dude.
Are you MVP?
I am.
Oh, your knees are gonna get them.
Yes. You're crazy, bro.
They've been here before, always in pursuit of that chance to feel like a kid again.
Come here. Oh. Grandpa, or Coach. Hi. Hi. Who's that? That's his granddaughter.
With an unprecedented legacy, New England knows better than anyone that this feeling doesn't get old.
Hey, BB. I'm happy.
In the early 2000s, they won 3 of 4. Now they have won 3 of the last 5. Yes, it's still a dynasty.
You know, some may say that game was boring, but those highlights were awesome. You want to know something? It was the lowest scoring Super Bowl in Super Bowl history, and Super Bowl 53 was really a defensive matchup, and you could tell that Belichick is involved. He is not just the head man that's standing on the sideline. He works with his defense. He talks to his quarterback, and by the way, the quarterback said, kick the field goal and game's over. Yeah. And we went, so he listened. So what was your takeaway when the game was finally over from a defensive standpoint?
You know, I tell you what, if you listen to Belichick, one thing he was coaching with understanding that they never adjusted their run game. So with this zone run game, if you get downhill in that zone run game, one cutoff and you're cut off. So when you heard him saying that thing, he said, get up the field.
Yes.
Just get up the field, which means if you get up the field, we use the same thing against the Denver Broncos when Terrell Davis was really dominant with that one cut downhill. You start to get up the field, you take the entire run game out of it.
Wait, what's so great about that? Yeah. That's not what they do.
Exactly.
He did it for this game.
For this game.
With different guys up front, and I'm sure it caught the Rams by surprise.
We talked a lot about experience coming into this.
Yes.
You know, with the Rams not having much experience, and of course the Patriots being there 9 times the last 18 years. You know what I heard in that video, too? I heard on one side, on the Rams side, I heard, boy, we wish we can win this game. We really hope.
How was that?
On the Patriots side, I heard we will win this game.
I've been here before.
And that was huge.
Yes.
That was huge. They knew what they were doing. They came to execute, and on us, they were hoping to execute. There are two things: there's skill and will involved out here. Yep. And you can tell the Patriots had the skill. They pushed out the will. Hope dictates effort. And I believe that the Rams didn't have that hope and didn't think they would win.
Mike, how about Bill Belichick said they got nothing? We can only lose the game. They can't beat us. How about that?
That's exactly it.
I mean, we saw the experience. That's why I chose the Pats coming into this game. There's no way Bill Belichick and Brady was going to lose this game. I mean, just two masterminds just completely took over this game. But blasphemy. Absolutely blasphemy for people who saying that this was a boring game. Isn't this what you want as a fan? You want to be in the fourth quarter on the edge of your seat watching this game.
We were there.
We had it. We had everything we wanted. So for everyone out there in America saying, oh, this was the most boringest Super Bowl ever, blasphemy.
Can we get in this argument?
Hold on. I want to ask a question to Brandon real quickly. The Brandon Cooks.
That's what I'm about to get to. I want to get in that
Hang on.
discussion.
All right, you just showed something with Michael off air about how Stephon Gilmore grabbed the left arm of Brandon Cooks, and there was that one catch right here. Do you guys, as wide receivers, think he should have had that ball?
First of all, there's a reason. If you go to Tom Brady's Instagram account right now, I mean, I know they won the Super Bowl and there's a lot of love going around, but there's a post of Gilmore, and he says, the best corner in the league right now, right?
Yes.
There's a reason why he said that.
Okay.
Okay, when you see Brandon Cooks, he goes up to catch the ball. What's going on with his left arm?
He's getting it pulled down.
He's getting it pulled down.
Before the ball gets there.
So that's a 50-50 ball. Should he have caught that? I don't know.
it's
50-50. Hold on. What should have happened was, as a receiver, you have awareness when someone's pulling on you, because those are things that the refs can't see. So you have to overcome that. So what you should do is go up and catch it, one hand body catch. That's how you should have caught the ball.
Oh, look at this play here. I'm telling you what I tell my wife here. We saying the same thing. We saying the same thing. It's a 50-50 ball with Brandon Cooks. It's an 80-20 ball with Michael Irvin. I'm making that play. This is for the game right here, man. This is the Super Bowl. And it's for the game. This is better than 50. And not only that play, he should have made the other play. Talk about a late throw. Dude.
It was a late throw and a dunk, though,
And
Mike.
you still should have called it. Who gives a darn about that? You haven't been thinking about this since September. I've been thinking about this all year. You've been thinking about this since birth. Since you've been playing in your front yard. You playing in the Super Bowl, catching touchdowns. And that was your chance. You make that play right there. He makes any one of those plays, he wins a Super Bowl in the MVP.
Thank you. Are you done? Can I talk?
Yeah. You can if you want to, but it doesn't take away from what I just said.
It does. First off, I know your pocket square is on steroids. I can hear about you, too. Right. Well, let's see here. Let's go a few things.
My God.
Jared Goff. The Patriots, Bill Belichick said, we're going to make you beat us. They weren't going to let him run it. Ray just told you he's going to make him great man-to-man defense, make tight throws down the field. And how about the Patriots? You talk about all this stuff. They changed their defensive front to how they play. He started a different defensive backfield, which I think is the best in the league. He starts Jason McCourty instead of J.C. Jackson, who's playing great, because he looked at the matchups, and their matchups across the board were very good, and there was always somebody there waiting for the crosser, and Jared Goff got lucky. A couple of those balls are not tipped. They're going to be intercepted for sure. So
one thing I'll also say, I'll say this, that believe it or not, I am going to talk about special teams because field position played a big part in this game.
Great job.
And there are a lot of great punts in this game. There were a lot of punts in this game. So those guys did a great job too. I love the game because it's physical, it's nasty, it's intense. And you talk about that Hornets nest with Stephon Gilmore and of course with Brandon Cooks. How about the Hornets nest on the offensive defensive line?
Well,
those guys.
That's what the most physical.
Let me say this.
That's what the game is not interesting to the fan at home.
Yeah,
well, that's right.
Because they're saying, there's no touchdowns being thrown everywhere. But when you watch football, from my eyes, sitting next to Emmitt Smith in that box, I'm saying, man, this is the best football I've seen in a long time.
It was.
I mean, A-gap. People get straight wheel. Like, who wins that battle?
In a game of minds, listen, at the end,
not on this stage and on my watch.
It's 3-3. The Patriots' great offense is struggling because the Rams are good on defense, and they are fast. But they come out in two backs, they go 5 wide receivers, and Tom Brady runs the same play three
times in a row.
3 times. And he got 3 different coverages, and he found the guy that was easy to throw to all 3. So that's in-game coaching, decision-making that won the game.
And you got to win one of those. You got to win one of those.
But who came down with it? It was a box seam to Gronk. All week, all year we've been saying Gronk is done, Gronk is done. He might be done. But on the biggest stage and the biggest moment, he made the play of the game. That's a box seam.
He's a great
His landmark is going down the numbers. Press coverage, that turns into an inside fade release go. And that's what he did, man. And that's what
big old Gronk now, he got down on that ball. And just like Brandon Cooks should have gone up for that ball. We're talking about in those moments who makes the play and who does not.
Hopkins,
Gronk did,
Odell Beckham Jr.
and that's why they got a
Jeffrey, the only 3 receivers that's making that play. He's making that play.
Mike Irvin making that play. Mike Irvin making that play. Even old Mike Irvin can make that play. That's what I'm saying, B. You gonna make that play. You know what I learned? You gonna make it.
What did you learn?
You know what I learned today?
You gonna make it.
More passion with your argument. All right, from the franchise that set the standard in the National Football League, we now turn to the team that set the standard in our business for a very long time. Courtesy of our colleagues at NFL Films, here's a look back, an explosive offensive season through the shots of the the year.
I was off.
I'm exhausted.
I was off my seat when that play went down.
All right, from the shots of the year, we now switch to what many folks are doing, taking shots at the Patriots. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, the leaders of what is currently America's #1 sports dynasty, but judging by social media, maybe the ratings of Super Bowl 53, is there an overload of the Patriots? And, you know, I would just say this. Michael, you played for the Dallas Cowboys in the early 90s. From 92 to 95, you guys were a dynasty. You weren't able to keep it up other than those years. But I wonder, in your eyes, because you played on one of the greatest teams of all time, what do you think?
Listen, I think we're missing the point here. This is an opportunity that we should understand how blessed we are to be honestly in this time watching this. This is incredible. I've even said this, when we had a dynasty they've gone way past that. We need a new name to put it on this. I don't know, you put some Super Dynasty, whatever, steroid dynasty, whatever you want to place on it, place on it. But it is incredible to say you've gone to 9 Super Bowls and people are saying, well, you know, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. You're tired of greatness, seeing it done at this level. And a lot of times I think that's an indictment on us.
I find it fascinating, and I find it fascinating because just like that Super Bowl, we saw one more time that they have the ability to change week to week. They don't play one system. They have many systems on both sides of the ball. We saw it again. Ray talked about it. We see what they do on offense. It's power football, spread them out. They do whatever they got to do. And Bill Belichick has set the bar so damn high. And if you're the rest of the coaches in the league, you better try to start doing what they're doing, because you won't beat them.
We're wrong. We're all missing we're all missing it here. We're all talking about X's and O's. We're talking about what they're doing on the field.
It's pretty important.
No, you guys talked about the number one reason, their greatest victory, and the reason why they're a super dynasty or whatever you want to call them is because of the egos. They almost imploded last year. Their biggest victory was them being able to get past that. That's the number one reason why every team, every organization can't sustain.
And that's
it's because of the egos.
And that's why I said this. People say what you want. And I said it here on the show earlier. If Bill Belichick got this team to a Super Bowl, it was his greatest job ever. Because I thought all of that stuff that he has done, all of that they had to overcome, he had to keep moving the targets on who he was going to have.
It has nothing to do, but you keep saying about X, and you're still talking about X's and O's. It's about last year we saw the dysfunction in the Patriots organization for the first time. That is universal across the league.
Call it a dysfunction.
And that's the reason why they've been able to
the one game, the end of the year?
No, I'm talking about last year. The whole does Belichick and Brady get along? This trainer, that trainer, this player, that player.
Well, that's just press. I mean,
it is, but what I'm saying is that happens every single week in every other organization.
Brandon, I understand what you're saying, but you know they change players at a furious rate. And if you're not part of the culture or you're whatever, you're gone up there. We've seen stars. He gets rid of stars. We go, oh, that's a mistake. Well, it's never a mistake. He always overcomes it.
To beat the New England Patriots, you have to be bored to death with fundamentals. Bored to death with fundamentals. And physical.
You're an active player. Would you go play for Bill Belichick if you had a chance?
Absolutely.
I'm sure you would. All right, after that, there's only one place to go. Turn up the volume on all your electronic devices. Folks, here's the NFL Films Sounds of the Year.
Well, you're really good as a host.
Thank you
You know why I like Boomer as a host? He doesn't talk as much.
You know what today is? It's my mama's birthday. So I'm gonna have to kick you know what today.
I told the guys, I said, let's run plays we recognize. I just want it to look like football.
Hey, we want to kick that way? Hey. I forgot. Now let's kick that way.
Let's play! Jiminy Christmas! On the approach and the run-up.
No, the ball falls off the tee as Vasher approaches.
What? Snap is back. It's very low. Ah, come on. Manning stumbles as he rolled to his right.
Can you stay on your feet? Okay, no problems.
Takes it at his own 38. Big dive for it. Who has it?
I could not find that ball to save my life. It hit me in the head.
That was Drew Brees' 8th reception of his career. All thrown by himself.
I'm not the last receiver on the 100 list. I think I'm maybe 5th.
Brady, what the do you want, man? What the It's a direct snap. It goes to Chubb, and the Browns go gimmicky, and it did not work.
No way.
It almost worked.
God bless America, y'all suck.
Where's the pass rush here? Our rush will get there. Our rush will get there.
Either I watch the game from here with a beer, or I go out there and I chase the quarterback.
I got blasted.
All day! That's all day!
I'm sorry, but that dude is huge.
Thank God he's on our team!
Hey, 2-0. Hey, that's dirt, isn't it? My fault, man.
He was apologizing in mid-hit.
Hey, my fault, man.
Hey, what's illegal contact?
You can't let him get away with that. That's not fair.
98 full body slam my ass on the chest, pick me up out the air. We're gonna pick, boom.
Control your emotions. They're the ones right now that are dealing with all the frustration.
And I get it, man. It's an emotional game, but let's not beat ourselves. We're off the grass. We're smarter than that, okay?
You guys got any ideas for me up there?
Let's go. Let's call it. Call it. Sprout left exit, Richard Nixon.
Sink right, Richmond, baby snake drizzle.
It's okay. I like the call. Hey, I'll give you $1. You tell me what you're about to run. I'll give you $1. You tell me what you're about to run. Come on, man. $1, I got you. I'm a rookie, man. I ain't got money like y'all. Hey, keep the gas on it now. I don't even know what I just said.
Alpha, go.
That was gangster right there.
Hey, that's grinding meat right there. Now he's going to tuck and run, and Matt Bryant scores.
That's a great run. Can I do that? Let me get it too. Let me see. Now it's and then I throw it up. All right, I got it. I believe, we believe in you. Whoa.
He's going to throw to the end zone. Tyler Lockett is out there. He makes the catch. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Let it in, man. There goes Joe. 92 yards.
Touchdown!
Just how you draw it up, sir. Good call.
Way to go, baby! That's a W, son.
Yes, sir, baby.
You get a win. You get a win. Let's see what the fans got to say. Let's see what the fans got to say, boy.
Let's get out of here, man. I got to get home for dinner.
So before we leave, we have one last piece of post-Super Bowl 53 business to do. It is time for Dear Inside.
Yeah, where you been, man? Where you been? You just took a break?
Nice to have you back.
But you know, but we missed you. We really did miss you. But having Boomer as the host was great because we all got to talk. It was great.
You know what? Honestly, you guys were riveting TV. It's about being a team player. I ask out to love you guys because of what you would deliver.
JB, I don't know how you deal with this. I mean, these guys are screaming.
Oh, it was awesome. Anyway,
you understood.
Brandon, what do you have?
Well, first of all, I want to say this. I want to apologize as being the youngest guy on the show today. You know, I need to be respectful. And I was disrespectful when you were talking about, you know, Brandon Cooks and the catch. You know, I went against you. You're my elder, so forgive me. Because you're right.
Because kiss me like that, something's coming.
Because you're right. You're right. Because in that game, you would have made that catch, like you said.
Yes, I would have made that catch. Yes, I would have made that catch. I would have made that.
Dear playmaker.
Oh, boy.
Had a rough Sunday. But I've been trying to get over it by watching the show and also viewing tape of the greats. I came across this huge play from the 1994 NFC Championship game.
God.
Quick question. Was this play part of the 80% or part of the 20%? Thanks in advance.
Okay.
Los Angeles.
You got to make that catch, son.
Yes, okay,
You got to make that catch. Sanders.
Now, see,
Look at it.
No, ain't no whoa. Ain't no whoa.
Now, my hand is really blocked.
Your hand is really blocked?
No, I can't get my left
hand. The same play.
The same play. Mike, that's the same play. That's the same play, Mike.
Put them side by side.
Go ahead, Michael.
Now, can I please? Can I please?
Go ahead.
Oh, you can I please have a rebuttal here?
Right, go ahead.
Can I please? We get that in the court. Can I get it right here? Can I get the rebuttal? Listen. First of all, no, it doesn't lie. You put them side by side. Here, one thing is, Dion had my arm hooked. He had his hand on him. Didn't have his hand on. Let me finish. There's no excuse.
It's the Super Bowl. It's the biggest moment of the year.
Okay.
Not the Super Bowl. You're in the AFC Championship. NFC Championship.
Folks, understand this. I had 2 gold things in my pocket before that play. They called gold ring. I was beating a gold jacket wearing dude, and then I came back the next year and got another gold ring.
It's the same scenario, America.
And let's stay facts on this. Let's stay facts on this. That game, I left the game with every NFC championship record. I had catches and yards. I had the record in that game right there. And that was, look at that.
It's the same scenario.
No, it is not. Show his play.
Let him trick you, America.
Show his play.
It's the same scenario.
Dion had my hand.
One hand.
Gilmore had his hand on the hook and on it.
There it is. There it is.
Look at my hand is hooked. I can't get to my left hand. Now watch Brandon Cooks. Show Brandon Cooks. His hand is not hooked. He can break that. Come on, Mike Irvin. You're speaking the gospel. Come on, Mike Irvin.
Like I said earlier, this is the ego at its finest.
That was awesome.
You know what?
I don't lie.
My hand was hooked. It was
Start
a
us
hook.
off. One thing that you're looking forward to next year that
can't
you
believe
see
you,
will
man.
be happening. Ray Lewis.
Honestly, I think if you think about, where the game is going, where the game is transitioning, when you think about watching Baker Mayfield play football, watching Lamar Jackson play football, watching Saquon Barkley play football, and watching Pat Mahomes play football, there's a lot of exciting things.
Future's bright.
Oh, the future is bright for the National Football League.
I think the league's in a great spot. I think there are a lot of great young players like Ray was pointing out, and Patrick Mahomes being the #1 guy. He was the MVP, by the way. Congratulations to him. Saquon Barkley wins the Rookie of the Year for the offensive side of the ball. Darius Leonard for the defensive side of the ball. And Brandon's still an active player. All I can tell you, I can't remember the last time we had this many stars this young in the league.
Michael.
For me, guys, honestly, I'm a Dolphin fan. Right? I grew up in Miami. I'm really looking forward to the job Brian Flores is going to do in Miami. I want to see him turn that around for a lot of reasons. If he can crank up and get Miami in the winning category, 10-6, 9-7, and start moving towards the playoffs, that's an incredible
Brandon,
job.
go ahead.
Versatility. We have this saying around the National Football League that it's a copycat league, but we're seeing some of the offensive minds and defensive minds, bring something a little different, a different flavor. Now, we are seeing people adapt and try to tweak things in season. You saw the Cowboys, right? They were so methodical and old school, but then they start adding some of the fly sweeps, et cetera, et cetera. Right. But I love seeing some of the offensive guys and defensive guys get creative and not try to do it the Belichick way or try to do it the Bill Parcells way. So that's what I'm excited to see, the versatility and how people are going to adjust next year.
It was an exciting season. We got a lot of new young stars, as you said, and I'll tell you, we got a lot of teams. You can sit there and go, they have a chance to be in the Super Bowl next year. It's not just 4 or 6. It could go up as high as 10. Yeah. Wow. But saying all that, who's going to be the Super Bowl favorite starting right now? In my eyes,
Patriots.
It's the new 12 draft picks this year. Oh, man. Right. So, they got.
Ray said it back in the production meeting. The master chess player is Bill Belichick. If you're tired of them winning, do what, Ray?
Change it.
Yeah. Change it. How do you change it?
Change it.
All right.
I'm not going to be able to sleep just because y'all played that play. I just want you to know that.
Thank
Good.
It's just this your homes each week, even when we have a lot of passion and emotional investment in the game. James Brown once had a song that said, "You're talking loud and saying nothing." You guys were talking loud and had plenty of stuff to say. Hey, folks, we look forward to seeing you next year once again. And go ahead. Yeah.
I need to see prime time one more time. I just
got look at it. We'll see you on Inside the NFL right here.
Here it is. Look at my boy. Look at my boy.
Michael.
Look at Brian. Yes, sir, Brian. Yes, sir.
Man,
nothing like that, Brian. You want me to hit the Brian?
That was a hook.
And the other hand, what was happening?
But now with Coach, the hand was here. He can rip through that. Okay. I can't rip through a hook.
Hey, that's Brian.
Different.
You want me to give you that Brian? Oh, what is this?
That's my pocket.